Hi, I'm Kurt Kenyon, and I'm applying for the Upwind scholarship application. I'm currently 17, and I'm a junior at Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory. Right now, I'm at San Carlos Flight Center, where I took my first ever flight. But before we get into that, I want to tell you a little bit more about myself. So let's rewind a little bit.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I was just a little kid obsessed with Star Wars. I remember watching Han Solo and Anakin Skywalker fly around in their fighter jets, and I was starstruck. The way the vehicles would move through seemingly empty space without problem was amazing. I got toy versions and started flying them around my house for fun. That was the start of my long fascination with aviation. It later developed into playing games where I could fly around, such as Battlefield 5, Battlefront, and, when it finally released, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I was astonished to see how realistic the environment the game created was. It drew me in. I would start to spend hours figuring out the controls and attempting takeoffs and landings. However, I was limited to just a small PS4 controller I connected to my computer, so it wasn't quite the real thing.
Then, I finally got to experience flight firsthand, in a plane just like this one, a Cessna 172.
On September 27th, 2024, my dreams finally soared. It was the most amazing experience that I didn't even know what to say. I remember that exact moment with my dad and my flight instructor right before takeoff. The runway looked huge, but I wasn't intimidated. It felt almost familiar. Base Flight 23, cleared for takeoff. As the plane took off, so did the rest of my life. Just like when I traveled here at SFO with my family, I was excited to see that the farther we went up, the smaller everything else seemed. My flight instructor gave me the controls, and that's when it really started to change. I was always worried that I wouldn't like the path to becoming a pilot, that something along the way would disgust me to the point I wouldn't return. However, the moment we exchanged those words, your controls, my controls, your controls, and I took the yoke, I knew. I knew that no matter how bad or how hard it got, this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. This was my dream. I know I'm talking a lot about dreams, so let me fully flesh that out. One day, I want to be a commercial pilot just like the ones here. But of course, there's many steps to that. There's many hours, ratings, and licenses needed, the first of which being the private pilot license. I have an extremely loving family. My mom and my dad work super hard to provide for me and my siblings. My dad especially tries his utmost best to help this goal of mine come true. He supported me through all of this. He bought me my video games and toys, took me to Hiller Aviation Museum for the first time, went with me on my demo flight, and got me into ground school. Though he is so caring, he also believes in hard work making a strong heart. I agreed with this, so now I work to get myself as engrossed into the aviation community as possible, whether it's volunteering at the Flight Museum, starting an aviation Instagram page, or watching informative YouTube videos. I try to do everything I can to stay connected. On top of this, I'm currently working the maximum hours a student can a week in order to pay for my flight lessons with yours and my favorite instructor, Jeremy Hoffman. Though I'm doing this, I'm still only making minimum wage, and affording to fly is constantly on my mind. To me, this opportunity is a way to live my lifelong dream and dedicate my whole summer to what I love. Earning the Upwind scholarship would be the best possible thing I could ask for.
For me, and everyone else in the aviation community, we thank the Upwind Foundation for the chance to pursue our passions. Again, my name's Kurt Kenyon. This is me signing off for now. Thank you for flying with me.